Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Beorning, and we are about to speak with Aomer to find out how things went.
Fustred is a fool.
I had planned to return to Aedoras after this visit to Snowborn, but now the need to do so is even more urgent. We have to leave now.
We have to return to Edoras at once.
We have to return to Aedoras at once. I need to report to the king that Fastred is refusing to move his people across the Entwash. We simply do not have the riders we need to protect effectively everyone here. If West Rohan will have a better chance of protecting the people. Come with me to Aedoras, Pineclaw. We will sort this out with my uncle Theoden. All right, let's go.
We will consult with my uncle Theoden, and he will resolve this issue with Fustred.
We will.
My uncle Theoden will listen to me and put right the situation with Reeve Fustred. He is still king in Rohan.
Look there, Pineclaw. Behold the golden hall of Meduseld, seat of my uncle Theoden, the king of Rohan. We will speak with him and obtain a decree that Reeves will be unable to ignore. They must move their people across the Entwash where we can better protect them. A decree by Theoden King will be more difficult for them to ignore, I deem. I rode north with my Eored to hunt the orcs against my uncle's wishes. He may still be displeased, but we must hope that he will forgive the disobedience for its happy result, the death of the orcs. This way, my friends, we will speak with my uncle. These are good men, trusted with protection of Theoden King. I hope you're ready to climb, my friends. Lord Aomer, did you find the orcs? Aye, I destroyed them all. Every last orc. Careful now. Something is not right, Pineclaw. Really? I see the influences of Grima Wormtongue everywhere. We will set things right. I hope so. Hama, I have come with these three companions to see my uncle. I am Hama, the door ward of Theoden. You have come to the Golden Hall of Meduseld in the presence of Aomer, nephew of the king, and you are as welcome here as he himself be, if he speaks well of you. All right? Aomer, these are unusual companions to bring to Aedoras. These are unusual times, Hama. Some will say that they require more friends rather than fewer. That is not what Grima would say. I say that it is further proof of his wisdom that Grima's words are nothing to me. Will you let us in to see my uncle? You know who I am. Yes, Aomer. You and your friends may pass. I ask only that they leave their weapons outside. Now, they actually never enforce this against the player, but I will do... Can I... Hey, okay, that does hide the offhand weapon. Alright, good. I'll say that satisfies it. I am sorry you must be inconvenienced in this way, Pineclaw. Do not blame Hama for it. He is simply doing his duty. The safety of the king must come before all, and keeping the weapons of strangers outside the halls can help ensure it. I was never like this in the old days, however. I sense the influence of Grima in this. Anyway, of course, if I just turned into a bear... I do not understand why I must leave my bow to this man Pineclaw. Do they not trust my word as an elf? If I say I will not harm the king, no harm will come to him from my hand. It is not that I am offended, it is just that we went to some trouble to recover this bow the last time I left it from my possession, and I do not believe you could win a similar wager to get it back again. I will leave it here with the man Hama. The Rohirrim seemed so afraid of elves, I believe that they make a frightened face at one of them and cowl them into returning my bow if it came to that. Well, there is that. Well, Horn, I will leave Nona's sword at Hama for the trust of the Dorward of Theoden, and know him to be an honorable man. He will see that the blade is returned to me after the audience. I do not like to be without it for even a moment, but I will do as Theoden King requires. Very well. And I've left mine behind? If you will leave your weapons outside the hall, I will bring you inside to Theoden King. And here we are in the Golden Hall, Meduseld. Come with me. I will bring you before Theoden King. And we have in here all of the banners of Rohan displayed for each of the writings. And of course also the general ones. He will call you before him when he is ready. My king, I have always served you faithfully and well. Faithfully? Oh, my master Gleowine. He taught me the craft when I was young. What has he done? I have been your minstrel for many years. It has been my honor and Enough of this! You are guilty of spreading lies and deceit through Adoras. Theoden King, please listen to me. My minstrel, Gleowine, I would never speak against you, my king. I did not mean... Guard, seize this man! Cast him from Adoras, never to return. My king, please! I have seen enough, Pineclaw. It is as I feared when my uncle forbade me to pursue the orcs. He will not be his own. It is Grima's doing. Uncle! All those... I have returned from the hunt. The orcs are destroyed. Eomer, sister son. You dared return after flouting the king's command not to pursue the orcs? The king's command? To my memory, it was your command, Grima Wormtongue. Your commands have the weight of a breeze in the grass to me. I speak with the king's voice. Grima, the orcs. Uncle, you should not worry yourself so much. See how you trouble the king. Your presence is painful to him. Eomer, stop! Guards! Bah! I will speak with Hama about this. Nephew of the king or not, you should have left your blade outside. I know what it is you seek, Grima, for Rohan and for yourself. Well, you should have none of it. Take him to the dungeons. He is a danger to the king. Eomer, be wise. Listen to me, all of you. Can you not see that Rohan has been left undefended? Bring Eomer to the dungeon and cast Gleowine from Adoras. One day you will be cast out in disgrace, Wormtongue. You there! Come up here. Well... Yeah, what are you? And what does he know of my doings in Isengard, since I know he served Saruman? Eomer is accompanied by the lowest sort of companions, Theoden King. And who else do I see with you? Has Stangard fallen? Have the Easterlings razed it? How else can you explain that Horn has come before the king? Easterling's grave threat. Theoden King, your land is beset by dangers. You must open your eyes and see. Silence! You speak the same treasons as Gleowine, your master. I speak the truth. Theoden King, you must release Eomer. Rohan needs him. Eomer, my king, you know not to set any hope upon Eomer. You have forgotten the curse of Weryende? It claimed the life of your son, and it will claim Eomer's life as well. Theodred. In the order of the king that this rabble be cast into the dungeon alongside Eomer. Grima, have mercy. Their crime is that of Gleowine, not my brother. Yes, Lady Eowyn, you speak with wisdom that befits your beauty. These three are to be banished from Adoras. You are forbidden to cross the Entwave, and you must remain east of the river. If you disobey this command, you will suffer the penalty of death. Be thankful for the mercy of Theoden, King of Rohan. Whew. Yes, you are fortunate. Pineclaw, was it? That will not happen again. Oh my.
In the golden hall of Meduseld, we beheld what I have long feared. Theoden King has fallen under the sway of his chief counselor, Grima Wormtongue, who speaks with Saruman's voice. Rohan is imperiled.
That's a tad of an understatement. Alright.
This is terrible. It is as I feared.
Is as appeared when I sang the song that resulted in my banishment to Stangard. The king is truly under the power of a malevolent force. Grima Wormtongue, not Theoden, rules in Rohan, and now Eomer is captive in Adoras.
I do not know what we can do.
I do not know what we can do, Pineclaw. Eomer is imprisoned. We cannot cross the Entwash. The people of the Sudcrofts are in grave danger from the fervor of their reeve, and I thought Nona would have returned by now. I am fortunate the king did not comment on my return from Stangard, or I would be in the dungeon alongside Eomer, or worse. We have failed in everything, Pineclaw. I swore to stand by you once I was cast from Stangard, but everything I have tried to do has ended in failure or disappointment. I am sorry. Hello there?
By order of Theoden King, you three are to stay on this side of the Entwash.
If this command of the king changes, I will be informed by Raven. I do not doubt. But until then, you will stay there, and I will stay here. Alright. That sounded definitive.
Why is Horn so upset? Have we not done what we set out to do?
We tracked our mutual friends across the Eastament and only gave up the chase when they were assured of their safety. We did much good in Rohan. That is more than can be said for some of elders and thanes and reeves we have encountered. We will see what the future brings us, will we not? Yes. Think of Roosriff, Pineclaw, Baldbark the Ent. Finding one of the tree herders still alive in Fangorn was not even a glimmer of hope in my mind with you, Horn, Nona, and I began our journey down the Anduin. But that was such a happy discovery, all the more because it was unexpected. Perhaps Nona will come back to us when she has divined her innermost feelings. Theoden may come to his senses and release Aylmer. We may find our paths crossing once again with that of Gandalf, or with that of Aragorn, son of Arathorn. Tomorrow will be less bleak. We will face it together. Will we not? Give Horn these words, and tell him that if Corden the elf can see hope for the future, surely the Horn, man of Rohan, can find some small measure of light on which to rest his thoughts.
What would Corydon be saying today if we had not run into that Ent?
What would Corden be saying today if he hadn't run into that Ent? Yes. Well, you're both right, my friend. Tomorrow will be brighter. There is no sense in mulling on the past or in worrying about the future. We will take one day after another as the sun rises and then sets, and await the dawn with hope. We must do what we can for the people of East Rohan. We must help them prepare their defenses. We must help them fight what battles we can. And we must help them rebuild if their battles go ill. Who stands between the people of Rohan and their enemies? We do. We must not fail them. We will not fail them. Our work here is just beginning, Pineclaw. If on the morrow we need to cross the Entwade for the good of Rohan and the risk of our own lives, we will. But today we will do what we can for the people on this side of the line. May fortune smile on Corden, and on you, and on me, and on Nona, wherever she may be. Good fortune and victory. You can have a choice of 3 of these, and these are all level 85, so I'll take the medium. This is a level 85 second ager, so this is going to be a pretty good bridle for a while. It's certainly going to be a lot better than what I currently have. Of course, all I have to do now is get to level 85. That'll be a challenge. But of course, we'll start out as exiles. We will put our exile from Adoras to good use, Pineclaw. If we strive to improve the lot of the needful folk of this side of the Entwash, then at least some good will come for Theoden King's command that we not return to the Golden Hall. Yes, I confess I cannot find a positive light in which to cast Aylmer's imprisonment by his uncle, or sending away my mentor Gleowine. We will find hope where we may find it, I suppose. We should ride against the mounted minions of Saruman in the Sudcrofts. Let us bring peace to the people of the East Rohan, for that is where the king commands us to stay. And we will start to try to bring that hope to them in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.